Hey, everybody. Welcome to MavRealty's podcast. Today we have Theresa Corchado with us of the TC Group. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's our pleasure. And of course, Chris and I kind of co-host this. So today we're going to talk about being an agent at MavRealty, kind of like your experience and what have you.
Right.
Chris is going to ask you a few questions. And then we're going to touch on your business, where you serve buyers and sellers, and tips and hints on home buying, talk about first-time home buyers and where you can get the best bang for your buck and such. So I think Chris has some questions for you to start off.
So what would you say to someone that was on the fence about joining MavRealty?
Oh, what's holding you back? The first thing I would say is you have a support system here at Mav. I mean, I don't even need to write a contract anymore.
Right.
So that's really made everything super easy. There's a foundation here where you could lean on your broker. You could call him anytime. You have a question. It doesn't matter what time it is. He's going to answer. He's going to be there for you. And here at Mav, we just concentrate on selling and making money. And pretty much that's the main focus.
That's awesome. So since joining MavRealty, what has surprised you the most about your experience?
The communication between everyone. It's like a big family here.
Right.
And I feel like with a lot of the bigger brokerages, you don't have that.
It's amazing feedback.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, it's very honest because I've been in both sides.
Yeah.
I've been in the bigger brokerage
Right.
and then
Yep.
I came to Mav and I would not look back, honestly.
That's great. It's just good to hear that, because we work so hard to make sure that you feel like that.
Right. And grow and actually grow my business. I mean, I've grown tremendously within the year. And you're so focused on making you better every year. It's just one of those things where it's like, what else can you ask for?
If you're not growing, you're not moving forward, then you're stagnating. And
Right.
nothing is worse than stagnating.
Right.
Then you're decaying. It's like you join a regular brokerage and the 18% of a certain giant brokerage, like top 3, 18% of their revenue is from actual commissions. Guess what the rest is from? Your desk fee, your E&O insurance, your coaching, your all these things that they just like sell you constantly. And, it's a sink or swim environment. I mean, truly, you are running a business. You're running your own business, and you have to have somebody that's coaching you through that and giving you support, because otherwise,
Exactly.
you're going to have a bad time.
I mean, you're just not another agent here,
Right.
which makes all the difference.
Right. I 100% agree with that. I mean, that's our whole mission, vision, culture. Any other questions for her?
Yes. Why do you love real estate?
I really love just working with people. I mean, I am not a 9-to-5 kind of girl. I work real estate all day, every day, full time. And what gets me the most is those first-time home buyers that are looking for, their first investment and
Right.
not necessarily their forever home, but just getting them out of a rental situation and putting them in their very first place. It's the most rewarding part of it all.
You decided to just go all in full-time real estate. Most people, when they start real estate, they do it part-time. They kind of
Right.
dabble in it with their other full-time jobs. But yet, not only have you just dove in full-time, you've exceeded what most full-time agents accomplish in a month. Triple, quadruple what they do. So do you have some advice on how?
Just go for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Join MavRealty.
yeah, join MavRealty because you do
And then
have
you'll
the
get the
back end
secrets.
support system. But just go for it. Stop overthinking it. Just do it. If you really feel it in your gut, you just have to say to yourself, like, look, if this is what I want to do, this is what I'm going to do. And that's it. Because if I went part-time, I probably wouldn't be doing $6 million in sales a year on
Right.
my own. Like, it's just one of those
Well, you'll probably
things.
break 7 this year, hopefully, and
Yeah,
then 20 next year, and then 50,
And that's
then
it. Just
100.
keep growing and growing. And
Yeah.
just, I don't even know how many people I'll have in the team by then.
Well, we're excited. We're excited to watch that growth and nurture that growth and help you grow. Any more questions for her
No,
on
let's
that?
talk about the business.
Yes. Good little transition point into talking about TC Group and your business, Theresa. So, what areas do you specialize in?
In Hillsborough County and in Pinellas, but mainly in Hillsborough.
Okay. What part of Hillsborough County is your cream of the crop like
Town
areas.
and country.
Town and country.
Yes, town and country is where I am majority of the time. That's where a lot of my first time home buyers are going to. You know, it
Okay.
keeps you close to the city still, and the pricing is still pretty reasonable.
Get the pretty good bang for your buck.
Yes, definitely, especially there. I mean, if you want to be close to the city and still be within, you know, that 200 to 250 range and have a nice little house, I mean, that's where you want to be at.
Perfect. So, in regards to the areas you're able to help buyers and sellers, we've covered that. What is your advice to anybody out there that is a home buyer that's getting ready to look for a home, you know, 200, 250 range, maybe 300? What's your like tip?
Get approved. I've been getting a lot of people lately, a lot of new buyers and even seasoned people that have bought a house, but it's probably been from like 92 or, you know, it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have, you know, the approval letter or even have gone through the approval process. And, you know, they're really adamant of like trying to go out there and seeing these houses. And, you know, it's like the most very, very first important step is having that rapport with your lender.
Yep.
You know, so lately I've been educating people on how important that is, because I can't do my job properly unless I know what we're working with, you know, because after we have that and I know exactly what you're working with, I can go and find your properties and everything else is smooth sailing from there. But lately, it's been a lot of people have been wanting to work backwards. You know, and especially now, you know, the market is still fairly hot. There's still homes out there that people are wanting and they're still getting multiple offers and things like that. So it's just one of those things where you need to be ready. And if you don't have that, I can't really do that much for you because I can't put an offer out unless you have that approval letter.
Right, because you're sending an offer out on their behalf, and then you're getting a kickback. Like, where's the pre-approval or where's the approval letter?
And I could only hold it off for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's coming. No, but I mean, it's very important. And that's the most important step of everything. And I don't know why lately it's just been that way. But, you know, that's why, you know, you have agents like me.
Right. And you manage expectations and say, listen, you're not going to go to the grocery store without your wallet. You know, you're going to need your
Right.
credit card. And, you know, we've partnered with Loan Depot, and, you know, Loan Depot is an amazing company. They're so technology driven, very like-minded with us here, you know, at MavRealty. And you get on their app and you can get a very solid pre-qual.
Yeah, they have more of an in-depth kind of process.
Right. And it's they have algorithms and data and all these things that they pull on you that are different than your average mortgage broker who's just, and they're the lender too. So it's not like the mortgage broker who's saying, okay, give me your file, give me your numbers, and I'm going to talk to these 6 people that might give you a loan. And at the best rate, I'm going to use you. And they're just sort of the middleman, and they just keep
Right.
passing information back and forth. It's like straight to the lender, straight to the point, solid approvals. As far as first-time home buyers, what kind of advice can you give to first-time home buyers as far as financing options, FHA, 3.5% down, things
Right.
like that, and then possibly seeking grants or assistance from the county or anything like that? Or
I mean, really, there are still funds out there. So it's just a matter of having that initial consultation.
yeah,
I think that's the most important thing too, because we need to build a rapport so I can understand exactly what you're needing.
I think there was like Home Partners of America or something that, like, if you don't qualify, like, you can still buy that house, but you lease it. And like after 2 or 3 years, you have the option to buy or something like that.
Right, with home partners. So
Home
they
partners.
give you the option lease with the option to purchase.
Got it.
And you're not obligated to purchase anything after the year, but it does put you in a home that you may really like to buy later on, you know, and it kind of just sets you up.
Gives you a
with-
time to kind of prepare and get your credit fixed and
Exactly. It's just
develop.
another option.
Cool. Awesome. Chris, you have any questions of Theresa while we have her here? Favorite food? Favorite color?
Tacos, blue.
I,
Oh,
I,
for her.
I don't have
Yeah.
a favorite color.
So you specialize in a certain demographic.
Well, I'm Puerto Rican, so I have a soft spot for my Hispanic community. But a lot of my customers are Hispanic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just one of those where it's like once you tap into that, everyone is gonna refer you business. They're gonna want to come back. And I mean, I am bilingual, so there's especially in the town and country area, there's a lot of Latin. So it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, now I'm actually speaking a lot more Spanish than I normally would. But either way, I mean, I love, being Hispanic, and I love working with my Hispanic, community.
Yeah.
So awesome. Well, I feel like that's a wrap. Really appreciate you coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. And Chris, as per the usual,
Yeah.
there's that cheesy grin. Let's give a cheesy grin. And until next time, MavRealty, DM us on Facebook, Instagram, click the link below if you want more information on buying or selling. Check out TC Group, Theresa Corchado. Her information is below as well. You can check her out. And until next time, thank you very much.
All right.
Cheers.
Lion Fox Media.